I mean, y'all read the title, right? Hello, buddy. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Adrian, and welcome back to some more Elden Ring Night Reign. If you guys read the title, which I hope you did, I have literally been playing this game for almost 10 hours straight since it came out. Now, don't get me wrong. That's not crazy by all means. I literally just watched Lil Aggie play for like, what, 12 to 16 hours doing all of the expeditions on solo. But here's the thing. I'm trash at this game. So I've been kind of having like a little bit of an enlightenment episode, right? Dying over and over again. It feels great. It feels fantastic. But as you can see right here, I ended up switching characters. Instead of the Wilder, I am playing Iron Eye. Iron Eye is like the bow / range character, and I'm actually really enjoying his playstyle. So we'll go into that in a bit. But yeah, I just wanted to address a couple of points before I forget. And I feel like just staying up for, I think I've been up for like 16. It's not too bad. 16 hours is not bad. I just kind of want to share my opinions and also show some of the progress that I've done. So first things first, in expeditions, as you can see, I actually beat the Tricephalos. After you beat Gladius, which is the Tricephalos, you end up unlocking all of the rest of the expeditions, and one of them is called Gaping Jaw, which I also did. Here's some footage of that. It's nothing too crazy.
I will save the day.
Why do I always die at the boss fight, bro? These other guys, Sentient Pest, Augur, Dark Drift Knight, I can't do it. So yeah, today I'm going to be doing an expedition run on these guys. Hopefully we can beat it. I don't think so. The reason being is because I was using the Wilder, right? The Wilder is one of my favorite classes. He's literally melee. He runs around, has a grappling hook. So my first episode, I was using Wilder, figuring out how he moves around, and he's actually really fun. You could grapple and you can jump for like movement. You can do a bunch of cool stuff like this. So now I have a bunch of runes where like I could like just do a bunch of cool stuff. So now if I do this, I should have like a special fire attack. Yeah, I can do like a follow-up. It's really cool, and I basically maxed him out to some degree. I have all of his like special runes. I'll show you that in a bit. The problem is though, if you do some of the other expeditions, the final bosses are only ranged. So because of that, I resorted to playing Iron Eye because I'm not bringing a stick to a flying fight. Yeah, real quick, I'll just show some of my runes I got. I got a lot, dude. I got a bunch of these relics. There's a ton right here. You just get them for playing the game. But basically, as you beat more expedition bosses, you actually start getting the relics for those bosses. As you can see, I got Knight of the Beast, which is what you get for killing Gladius. But as you can see over on Wilder, if you do their quests, by the way, they have quests in their journals. You can do like a bunch of like story stuff for them. They're really simple to do. You end up getting this Slate Whetstone, which gives you that follow-up attack. So I'm assuming that there's a bunch of relics that are specific to a character, and as you do the storyline for those characters, they basically become stronger. And the way that you access them is that for my stuff, my PlayStation controller right here, you can go to journal, open this up, and then right here you can actually see if you have a remembrance. As you can see on Executor, I can do a begin remembrance, which starts his storyline quest. I already did all of it for Wilder. I want to do the ones for Iron Eye, but this one I heard is a little bit harder than the other ones. But basically they give you the story class relic stuff. But yeah, we're gonna be doing the Sentient Pest, which is a flying battle, and oh my gosh, let's just commence the expedition. I don't know what to say. So after playing this game for about 10 hours, I will say this: if you do not have friends, you should not get this game. Queuing up with randoms is either the most enlightening or the worst experience ever. Every single random I've queued up with is just not fun. It's not that the randoms are bad, it's just that you need to have specific synergies going on. Also, some people want to go to like a different area of the map, whereas you think you should prioritize healing. It's just a whole mess. But yeah, also I unlocked the Duchess. You can do like a really quick storyline quest for it. I think she like unlocks after you do the first Gladius quest, and then you do like a little quest line for her. You can also unlock like attire and vanity in this game, which is really cool. I'll show that after we fail this run, because I know we're gonna fail. Also, sorry if my camera's too bright. It's daytime. I've stayed up for 12 hours since my last Elden Ring video. All right, I'm gonna go over here. Okay, this guy got the same idea. He wants to go to get some flasks. So real quick, just some a couple of thoughts just from playing for like what. Okay. For playing about 10 hours straight, I guess the big question is, should you buy Elden Ring Night Reign? Even if you enjoy Elden Ring, you might not enjoy Night Reign simply because it's basically a different game. Yes, the combat is there, but it's more faster. It's parkour based. Also, it's a roguelike. If you die, you restart. Other than having relics and like the storyline quests, you basically completely restart. And that kind of might be a turnoff for some people, but for me, it's a turn on. I personally like roguelikes. I like being able to just turn off my brain. We are not fighting the tree sensor. Actually, we could. I like being able to turn off my brain and just kind of do like a completely blank run from no, I don't know, save file. I really like that about Binding of Isaac, and I really like that about Elden Ring. I also love the combat of Elden Ring, but I don't like going for specific builds or like getting stuff for my weapons. Whenever you get a bunch of random weapons in the wild, you can just try them out. Whereas in Elden Ring in the original game, you can't necessarily do that because most of the time you can't really use the weapon. You have to have a specific build for it and all the stats. I guess if you want a more RPG experience, don't necessarily expect that from Night Reign. This is more of like a combat battle royale, which a lot of people enjoy, including I do. Now, I will say, if you don't have any friends, consider not playing this game. But like I said, queuing up with randoms might be the worst thing you could ever do. You can't even queue up with duos. I think they're gonna add duos, but they haven't added duos yet. So I was playing with my friend last night. We had to queue up with random people. Wait, let me actually explain how Iron Eye works, or Robin Hood. So basically, you have a bow. You can do a bunch of stabby attacks and shooty attacks. What you want to do is you want to use your skill to dash through, add mark, and then start shooting it from the back. It's really, really good. And also, his ult is super fun to play with. If you do a charged R2, you can do 3 arrows. The way that the ult works is you charge it, and then you boop, and it makes a big whirlwind and it kills everything behind it. Awesome to use. I love it. Now, what's really interesting about this game, which they don't really tell you off the bat unless you're reading, and I don't really read, is that all of the side effects on all these weapons, they actually give it to you. So like this dismounter, FP restoration upon attacks, it's not that it applies to you when you're using it, it just applies to you. So you can just pick up a bunch of crappy weapons and just have them in your inventory for the passive effects. So whenever you kill the scarab beetles, I think that's what gives you talismans. So you do camps and kill bosses for weapons, you raid churches for potions, and then if you kill scarabs, you actually get all the talismans. Hard to read sometimes, but if you click triangle, they actually tell you what you can get from each area, which is really nice. So if you have like a specific build or weapon you're going for, you can just raid the areas that you want. Also remember, guys, take my advice with a pinch of salt, right? I'm terrible at this game, but I love this game. I genuinely am actually so addicted to this. This game is so fun. I personally, as someone that loves roguelikes, I love this. Good damage. Team in general is just doing good damage. Here's also something that's really cool. If you go in the menu and you actually clip on status, you can see all your team's stuff. But also, if you look at your armaments, you can actually see what does the most damage based on what stats you have. So if you're running like a strength build, you can actually see how much your strength is being like bolstered onto your weapon, which I really like. I like how this game is much more streamlined compared to regular Elden Ring. That was the one thing that I really did like about regular Elden Ring. It's super, you know, customizable. You can do a bunch of stuff. You can cater your character and tailor it to whatever you want to be. But in here, it's so streamlined. Like, I feel like if you want to teach someone how to play Elden Ring and get better at the game, this would be a pretty good entry into it. Although this is, I would say, pretty hard. This is such a hard game. I don't know. Maybe I probably am just terrible at this game, dude. Oh, we're doing an Everjail. Nox Warriors. Oh, they're doing fine without me. Mark. Shoot 3 arrows. That's my favorite combo. I will say, I think my favorite character in this game is probably Wilder. I want to play him more. It's just that I feel like I should learn Iron Eye just to help out for range, right? Like, I feel like range is, no matter what, it's going to be good. Physical damage negation or 10,000 runes. I feel like 10,000 runes so I can get leveling up. Yeah, there we go. This team's actually really well oriented. We're all pinning stuff too. Pinning is great. You guys got to pin when you play this game. If you know where you're going with everyone else, you could roll like a squad, go squad deep and kill everything. This game is definitely bigger than I thought. I did not think that this game would be this good. There's so much to this game in terms of like customization. Like the outfits in this game are beautiful. There's customization. I didn't even know there was going to be a story in this game at all. Yeah, is Elden Ring fun with randoms? It really depends. 90% of the time it's not. This is a rare occasion where everyone's like marking on the map and we're following and we're going places and we're killing things together. But 90% of the time, you're going to find people that are either terrible at the game, and even if they're not terrible at the game, they just have their own agenda, whether they want to get their own different weapons. But then again, the game just came out, so maybe in time will get better. But dude, the Wi-Fi, the lack of voice chat, oh my goodness. I feel like the best way is to just hop into the Elden Ring Discord chat, but I'm not doing that. All right, let's see this boss. Dude, all the bosses at nighttime, they are so hard. I definitely should have played some more Elden Ring before I hopped into this. So you can actually tell what boss is coming out based on who spawns. All of the enemies that spawn before the boss actually spawns all have a theme. So I think this is... I actually have no idea what theme this is. Holy sh... You just got clown on, fool. Battlefield Commander. Yeah, sounds about right.
Oh my gosh, Wilder, you're a goat. Special attack! Kamehameha!
Oh, he's summoning people. That's okay. There we go. Good. Wait, this is actually such a stacked team. Summon a dark cloud of stars when walking. Armaments inflict blood loss when HP is low. I guess I'll do walking because I'm not really going to have HP low because I'm an archer. If my HP is low, I'm, you know, dead. Okay, so these guys want to go. They want to go to the Everjail. We're going to... Dude, we might actually beat this expedition. Problem is, though, I don't know if this Wilder is going to have a ranged weapon because I believe the boss of this game or the boss of this expedition is going to be ranged and melee at the same time. It has like a scorpion and a flank. You'll see what I'm talking about. I don't even want to say. Nice, teammate. You're goated. Nice. Dude, this team, I think we can do it. We have another... Here's the thing, right? I never do Everjails because I don't get stone sword keys. Apparently, how did these guys get so many? There's so much I have to learn about this game. It's crazy. And also, there's like barely any guides out right now. So feel free to... Oh, Crucible Knight. That's fine. Watch this, though. Okay, I always die at this phase. I think we're fighting Tree Sandal. Draconic Tree Sandal. All right, I'm gonna help my teammates. All right, Mark. You seem like you're... Oh! Whoa! This is the second night, right? So I think after this, we actually fight the Night Lord. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. More stamina attacks, more likely to break stance. Like Flame of Frenzy while walking is good. I'm already walking. I'll do max stamina. All right, so this is my go-to. Usually I'll just max out my levels here, get it as high as I possibly can, and then I'll just use the rest on whatever's here. I try to use it on warming stones. All right, let's do this. Look at these. Look at those bosses right there. It's a fly and a worm, spider, crab. I don't know. All right, please let this be the run. Oh, this expedition. I never want to do it ever again. So a goddamn moth comes out of nowhere and it summons a tarantula spider T-Rex. Okay, I'm gonna try to line these guys up. What is this adventure music, bro? We're like fighting for our lives. Oh, Wilder's fucking him up. Whoa! What? What are you doing to me? Wait, are they combining? We're combining like the Transformers. I'm sorry, I'm talking about Power Rangers. I'm talking about Power Rangers. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait, no way we die. What is this boss fight? I've never seen anything like it before. Kamehameha! Oh! Barely any damage. No! Get out of here! That's insane! Mark, it might not be enough. Mark, please. Mark. The future relies on us. Mark. Just one more hit. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm dead. There was no way. I should have ulted. That was such a good run. Dude, I'm never gonna find people like that ever again. I was the most ass one. I kept getting down. All right, that's all right. I'm gonna go buy some rune stuff. So usually when I get all my, it's called, I think, Merc. I'll just buy a bunch of these scenic flat stones for just a bunch of random relics. If they're good, you know, good, but most of the time they're not. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there, folks. I've been playing for 10 hours. I've been having a lot of fun despite how tired and upset that I am, but this game is really addicting. It's just so hard. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys enjoyed Elden Ring Night Reign and you guys have any tips and tricks, then leave them down in the comments. I read out comments. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And it's been Adrian, guys.